Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WoW. I decided to try something interesting, hoping, because I've made it clear that one of the things I actually like when they actually do it in games, especially in games like WoW, is when they have content that is unique based on either what your class is, what your race is, what your faction is. I like unique content that, it's one of the reasons why I loved Legion. The class specific content. So I got to thinking about this questline we're about to try and do here. I say try because I don't know how this is going to go. I got this character quickly. This is my priest. This is my max level priest. She's not geared. She is only at 387. It's time walking week. I grabbed some stuff from the time walking vendor, so I tried to gear her up a bit, but I don't know how this is going to go. We are going to be doing the quest line, or trying to. That involves, well, this dagger right here. Xalatath. Now, what I'm noticing, though, is I've already gotten the medallion. I don't see the dagger here. So I'm curious if this is not going to work.
What are your hero rates and estimated funeral expenses?
A medallion, you say? Well, let's have a look at it. I don't have all day, This medallion is inscribed with orders commanding the Naga to invade our shores and seize artifacts of power. I've heard tales of a... I've heard tales... He studies you thoughtfully. I've heard tales of a priest who used to have a horrifying dagger to fight the Burning Legion. It is said that this blade, Xalatath, whispers secrets of the deep. It might be our best chance of uncovering what the Naga seek. I recently came upon a makeshift Naga altar in Alta Grawl. If you take Xalatath there, the dagger may reveal crucial information. Retrieve Xalatath.
Artifacts of great power belong in the hands of elders, not some rambunctious adventurer.
So, Xalatath is already there? Well, that's already feels different compared to the other couple times I've done this. So I've done this questline twice. Once as my regular Horde character, which is a shaman, and once as my main Alliance character, which is a demon hunter. This is the first time I'm trying this as a priest, because I've heard the dialogue is unique if you do this as a priest, because of course it should be. And... oh, there she is right there. And both times, the dagger was right there next to Kodo. He's like, hey, I found this dagger right here. Why don't you take a look at it? But here, it's saying that the dagger is already there. So I'm very curious. This is part of the reason I'm doing this video, is to see how is Xalatath's dialogue different if you're playing as your priest. You feel a familiar sensation as Xalatath reaches out to your mind. A beguiling blend of dread and delight. So weak, need blood, souls. It's a familiar sensation. I like how the dialogue even here in the quest log is different, because implying that you, as your priest character, would know what this feels like because you experienced it all throughout Legion if you played as a Shadow Priest.
Strength failing. I need blood. Souls.
Blood, souls. This may not go so well. Again, this is not a very high level geared priest here, so this could go very bad. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case.
My life for Ashara!
Ugh. Shadow Mend is kind of a joke when it comes to trying to heal yourself. It always feels like my damage is kind of a joke as a Shadow Priest, and I really wish that wasn't the case. There are certain abilities that do feel strong, but not enough, in my opinion. Ah, much better. How cruel of you to leave me in such a state. But we can reminisce later. No doubt you have many questions. As you know, I can offer countless answers. The servants of Xalatath prepare for their master's return. They intend to conjure a scouring storm to wash away all unbelievers. The particular ritual they will invoke requires 3 ancient artifacts, one of void, one of storm, and one of ocean. Even now, I hear the void relic calling to me. It is being empowered or corrupted. I am not sure which. I see it upon a cliff overlooking a vast sea. Come, priest, we can find a much better use for such a prize.
How glorious it is to be renewed. Though I haven't forgotten your callous misuse of me in Xalatath. Such a waste of potential. It pleases me that we have a chance to spend more time together. You should know that of my many companions, you were my favorite.
Oh, I'm flattered.
We will accomplish remarkable things together, you and I. Magnificent things.
Mm-hmm. All right. Actually, no. Not gonna use up my Hearthstone cooldown for this. Yeah, I had to do some other quests just to make sure that this option to actually get to Kultiris was going to be available. But right away, you can tell that's the difference in the dialogue here. How glorious is it for us to be renewed? Though I haven't forgotten how you misused me in Xalatath. Oh, such a waste. I still, to this day, find it ridiculous that we basically poured all the power that we had in those legendary weapons that we had from Legion and then just kind of tossed them to the side. Like, well, that's enough of that. Forget about those things. It's not like those things matter at all or that we were attached to them or anything. Forget that. That's why I love that at least they gave us the option to continue using them as transmogs. But man, I really wish they had kept this artifact weapon system. Or at least just let us keep, just continue to use them and grow them. I get the lore reason why, to try and use it on the wound in Xalatath and such, but man... You like all my purple mounts that I've set up for my Shadow Priest? I thought it was fitting. Just right over here. I don't remember if this is a tough fight or not. I hope it's not too much for this character who I'm pretty sure is undergeared.
Does she actually think she can break open the stone? Fool. Were we not pressed for time, I would enjoy watching her fail. Unleash the Void Stone, my champion. It should provide the strength I need to help you find the other two relics. Yes. Yes! It's been so long since I took a mortal form. This body is pleasing, don't you think? Once again, you prove deserving of my admiration. Such a worthy champion. So many possibilities.
A change of pace can be invigorating, eh? I sense another relic. A trident thought lost to the depths. It calls to me. Do you hear it too? Its song takes form. I see a harbor to the east, an ambitious pirate, greedy and proud, completely unaware of the power hidden within her hoard of gold. The would-be captain's hubris will not permit her to simply hand over her prize. I fear that she must be taught a rather harsh lesson. But that is your specialty, is it not?
Comes soon. A powerful Naga once possessed the trident. Now his underlings seek to recover it. What delicious irony that a pirate keeps such a coveted prize as a trophy.
I was really hoping for a bit more, but they basically just slightly changed on the dialogue for her to reference that, that you know this stuff. As opposed to her trying to give you an idea of what it was like having her around throughout Legion, if you didn't play a priest. I wonder how many players that did this questline here in BFA as a non-priest then wanted to actually go try out playing a Shadow Priest in the Legion content. Or find out what it was like in terms of the dialogue, because she had quite a bit of interesting lines of dialogue throughout Legion if you did the content as a Shadow Priest. One of my favorites is the teaser that she gave if you went through as a Shadow Priest in the Emerald Nightmare raid, and then at the end you found Ysera, who was pointing to something in a cave, and you found the last remnant of the Void, which I think I may actually still have. No, I don't have it anymore. But you actually, I think you actually could get a piece from that, I think. So, but I had to take this character through that raid in order to get the secret appearance for Xalatath, this right here, because you could only get this special appearance for it right here from Il'gynoth in Emerald Nightmare. And of course, he had a bunch of interesting things to say back then, which he also does in Ny'alotha, though I have yet to actually experience that one, being that I have been only doing the LFR versions. But I certainly hope to join at least a normal... Actually, no, I take that back. I hope at some point to join a heroic run, even while this is current content, because I want that mount that comes with it. And the fact that I've heard that it may be only attached to the head of the curve achievement, But I've also been told, no, just beat N'Zoth on Heroic, and you'll get the quest to get the mount, which reminds me of what it was like in Warlords when you beat Archimonde in Hellfire Citadel on Heroic, and then you got the quest to get the Grove Defiler mount. But you can't do that anymore. It's no longer in the game. That Grove Defiler quest, I tried. I beat him on Heroic, and nothing happened. So I'm concerned if I wait till Shadowlands, I won't have a chance to get that mount, and I really want that mount, especially for this character. I mean, just hold on. Let me show this. Look at this mount. This mount would be perfect for a Shadow Priest. Ugh. This mount would go perfectly with this character. I want that mount so bad. Hello, Lieutenant.
I could have made captain.
What do you seek?
I never doubted you for a moment. My strength grows. Yeah, you can see. Only level 8. Like I said, these are character alts that I haven't geared or really taken through BFA. My strength grows as I can see it clearly now. The third relic that we seek, the crown known as the Tempest Caller. How fitting that after the fall of Atal Gra, the gluttonous Toatana would be the one to find the artifact. He was always sculling around the depths seeking treasures for his collection. His greed has left him trapped within a cave that he can never leave. The crown awaits us there.
Mere coincidence that our paths intersect. You are meant to find me. I was meant to find you. A grand destiny lies before us. Surely you sense it as well as I. But enough musing. Make your way to the shores of Vol'dun. That is where the third prize awaits.
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic. This chaos is the last thing the city needs. Help the merchants by rescuing the cargo before you get stomped on.
Screen freeze. It's been such a common problem for me throughout 8.3. Didn't happen at all before, but once 8.3 came out, all of a sudden, just constant problem. All the way to the very top. But that was yet another unique dialogue right there. Actually, no, that's not really unique. Because she's not implying that that our paths intersected again. It's, you know, she could say that to just any class, I guess. It's like, well, of course our paths intersected. Now, if she had said it, if it's of course, yeah, if she had said, of course our paths intersected once again, then that could be like, yep. Boom, boom, bum, 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 ba-da-ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-ba-dum, bum, bum. I'm sorry. Why did someone decide to queue up Gustav Holst from Mars? It's just hilarious how when you transition from zone to zone, the music changes so abruptly. It's like, oh, okay. I think I've done this dungeon only once. I want to do it again. Especially if I want to,
that may help us fight.
Especially if I want to, get used to it if I, encounter it in a Mythic Plus. More often you do dungeons, the more familiar you get with them, and the better you'll usually do when you do it on higher difficulties. Right down over here. So hidden and out of the way. Wait, what? Oh, come on. Apparently I didn't walk in the correct spot to trigger that step. Oh,
This way.
seriously.
I doubt Toetana will give us the crown willingly.
Well, I guess I have to fight him again. And I just used my cooldowns on my trinkets. Darn it. This is why you can't skip steps.
Toetana! I hardly consider that fair of you to say. Well,
Come on, respawn.
see about that.
She's responding to him while he's not here. There we go.
So many possibilities. The time comes soon.
Here, there's one step needed.
Such magnificence
No different dialogue.
awaits us.
She's gonna disappear when he respawns. That's why I had to do that quickly. Okay. Huh. Now we gotta go to Storm Song, so that'll take us a little bit of time. By the way, I have this buff that I can't get to go away. It's called Positive. You feel like anything is possible. I'm pretty sure this is left over from when I was doing a Mog run in Nox Ramus. Because you guys remember the Thaddeus fight in there, right? You know, the positive negative thing about that battle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just got stuck on me when I took care of that fight quickly. I just find it hilarious that this character has this buff called Positive. I believe anything is possible. What? I just like the whole purple mounts going with Shadow Priest thing. It just works for me. To me, it just makes sense. Gonna take us a little bit. We gotta fly all the way to Storm Song. And of course we're flying a Twilight Drake during this questline, because of course we would. Why wouldn't we? What? Drustvar. I enjoyed questing in Drustvar. It was funny, I was seeing a post from someone recently in one of those WoW groups that I interact with people with, and one of them was had a post about the quest line involving Miss Waycrest being accused of witchcraft by the people, and I made a comment just as a joke about because it had caption for the character talking to Miss Waycrest about how for some reason they're trying you for witchcraft when mages and warlocks are just commonplace. So how does this make much sense? And I think like explaining my video and my playthrough of my Alliance character, that this just shows how I guess sheltered, for lack of a better term, the people of Kultiris are, that they don't really know about other things that we know as just commonplace, like the Kirin Tor. Like, they wouldn't know that because this continent is all they've ever known, so they don't know about things that we know as just commonplace, but to them it's just like so foreign to them. But I made the joke of I was referencing the scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and what makes you think she is a witch? She looks like one. And I said, please someone get that, and other people started responding with things like, she turned me into a newt. I got better. We just started like laughing, posting, GIFs of those moments from that scene in that movie. We found a witch. May we burn her? I remember the first time I saw that movie, I thought, this is stupid. But it wasn't until later I started to realize that's, it's on purpose. It's stupid funny. If you just don't think about it, and you just kind of just turn your brain off and just kind of laugh and chuckle at the absurd, ridiculous, over-the-top nonsense that's in that film, it's a riot, and it's incredibly brilliant how funny it is and how it still resonates to this day. Like the Black Knight, 'tis but a scratch. It's a flesh wound. Yeah. The clapping of the coconuts, of the non-existent horse. So, who's ready to commit ourselves to Xalatath? I may actually leave it on this character because it's a Shadow Priest. If there's any character that would keep it, it would be a Shadow Priest, wouldn't it? Hi, Xalatath.
Here we are. Oh, do not be afraid. This was always meant to be. A stone to call forth the darkness. A weapon forged in the depths. A crown for the ruler of all worlds. Hear me, God of the Deep. I have brought you the Opener, the bringer of truths, the torch that lights the way. Honor our bargain. Free me to find my own fate.
Go, but the blade must remain to serve my will.
A fair exchange. Shadows guide you, my dear friend. We will meet again. I am certain of it.
I have dreamed your destiny, mortal. The hour is close at hand. That which was sunken shall rise. All that was sleeping shall be awakened. Receive my gift and see all truth before you.
And you know what? That just works on a Shadow Priest. It just works. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Alright. By the way, if you carry around Xalatath as a transmog, you continue to get all the extra little things of dialogue. Like, when I've done transmog runs, like in older raids and such, she'll actually, like, chuckle or say things like, "Ha, pathetic," or "weak," just little comments like that. It's very entertaining, getting to hear that. But it's the same thing, like I said, if you use these, Thalkeel as a demo warlock, or if you use, the staff. Oh gosh, what's it called? For the arcane mage, anyways, that is the questline for Xalatath as a priest. Not as much unique dialogue as I was hoping for, but just little tiny differences in there, just to kind of make it feel as if, hey, good to see you again, And it is funny that the other classes, Kojo just happens to have it right there, whereas you as a priest, you go to the altar and find it there, already there. And it's just kind of like, how did you end up here? Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys